Lamar Jackson is out of excuses. Let me just help you guys out because this is going to come into play in our first two topics. Production meetings. Whether you're doing a show by yourself like my man, Frank Michael Smith, or you're going to do a show and it's Shannon Sharp versus, I don't know, a Pat McAfee or Shannon Sharp versus Stephen A., etc. Whoever he's going against, this is how the game goes. You think about what you're going to say. And then when you say it, it usually goes unchallenged until it's time to be on the air with someone else. Well, Frank Michael Smith didn't have anybody else. So I'm here to challenge what he just said about the Lamar Jackson. Okay, so I understand it, and he laid it out perfectly, eloquently. I liked it, for real. Structured well. Lamar Jackson, got your own team, got your own dough. I mean, the boy got his own money. Come to America. He got his own money. Look, his face is on it. Like Prince Akeem money out there in Baltimore. Got the receiver he wanted, got another receiver drafted. You got the best tight ends. You got the best defense. You got the best running game. I got DTV. What else do you need? I warn you guys that no matter what you think, there's a wisdom of the crowd. No matter what you think, there is another way up to that same mountaintop. So now I'm going to do something that I used to love to do, but not necessarily everybody who worked with me loved that I did this. I would just break out something just so fact-based, and then I want you to argue the facts. I'm just here as the messenger, not the message. The age of every Super Bowl winning quarterback. I'm not even going to talk about those who just played in it but took the L. Winning quarterback, creme de la creme, right? Okay, so Lamar Jackson, on January 7th, turned 27 years young. So, according to my man who was just doing this, Frank Michael Smith, Lamar Jackson, no more excuses. You better win a Super Bowl or else, or do at least get to the Super Bowl or advance something, right? We know what the threshold is for Lamar Jackson, which is absurd, but that's what happens when you are absurd with your talent. You create those expectations, right? So the cost of praise is criticism, and he gonna have to pay the cost. He gonna have to pay the price. So let's just have a little fun. I ain't gonna bore y'all because I could go through this real slow and methodically and drain and bleed this segment, but I'm gonna go through it fast. Lamar's 27. I'm going to read you the ages of these quarterbacks that won Super Bowls. And you tell me, is Lamar Jackson out of excuses yet? Damn it. Let's start off in the beginning when it wasn't even integration. Civil rights era. Bart Starr, 33. Bart Starr, 34. Joe Namath, 25. We got one. Lynn Dawson, 34. Johnny Unitas, 37. Roger Staubach, 29. Bob Greasy, 27. But he was older than Lamar Jackson. Bob Greasy did it again. God dang. Terry Bradshaw, 26. We got two. Terry Bradshaw did it again. Told you wasn't no integration. All right. Ken Stabler, 31. Roger Staubach, 35. Terry Bradshaw, he old now, 30, 31. Jim Plunkett, 33. Joe Montana, 25. We got three. And we already on Super Bowl 17. We got three. Joe Theismann, 33. Jim Plunkett, 36. Joe Montana, 28. Jim McMahon, 26. We got four. Now, I ain't going to beat up these quarterbacks yet. We only got four. Phil Simms, 31. Doug Williams, 32. Joe Montana, 32. Joe Montana, 33. God dang. We integrated now. I don't know. Joe Montana was just balling. Jeff Hostetler, 29. I'm still on four, y'all. Mark Ripien, 29. Halfway here. And we only got four quarterbacks that makes us say, Lamar, you out of excuses. You're 27 with 2 MVPs. Oh, you better hurry up and win the Super Bowl. Troy Aikman, 26. Okay, we got 5. Troy Aikman did it again, 27. Steve Young, 33. You wait. Hold on. Somebody walk up to you and say, here's your career. Well, you going to be better than Steve Young or not? All right. Would you take being better than Steve Young? Yeah. Well, Lamar Jackson got a shot. He got 2 MVPs and may win a Super Bowl before the age of what? 33. Y'all better leave me alone. Troy Aikman, he did it again, 29. To Brett Favre, 27, but he was an older 27. So we still at 5. John Elway, 37. Got that? Somebody said, Lamar Jackson, John Elway, when you win your Super Bowl? 37. When you win yours? I ain't won it yet, but I'm only 27. Okay, so 38, he did it again, back to back. You know, he had Terrell Davis at Hammerhead. He was killing it. Kurt Warner, 28. We got 5 dudes, 28. Trent Dilfer, 28. Tom Brady, okay, 6. We know how that goes. Then we're going to say his name a lot going forward, just to let you know. Brad Johnson, we got 6, y'all. Brad Johnson, 34. Tom Brady, 26, 27. God dang. Ben Roethlisberger, 23. Get some. Okay, we got 7. Peyton Manning, 30. Peyton Manning, 30. Eli Manning, 27. He was older, 27. Ben Roethlisberger, 26. We already counted him. Drew Brees, 31. Drew Brees, 30. What? Lamar Jackson could be better than Drew Brees? Man, y'all better leave me alone. Aaron Rodgers, 27. Older, 27. You could be better than Aaron Rodgers. Close. Eli Manning, 31. We already said that. Joe Flacco, 28. Nope. Russell Wilson. Okay. He could be better than Russell Wilson. And Russell Wilson, Hall of Famer. 25. Tom Brady, God dang, 37. Peyton Manning, 39. Tom Brady, 39. Nick Foles, 29. Tom Brady, 41. Patrick Mahomes, 24. Here we go. 9. Tom Brady and Matthew Stafford, 43 and 34. 9 different quarterbacks. Okay, I hope y'all enjoyed that exercise like I did. 9 different names we said, right? And that's the standard. And if I named greats like John Elway and Steve Young, ballers, who at 27, boy, stop. And I ain't even give y'all the list of like Dan Marino and them who didn't win at all. But Lamar Jackson's out of excuses, huh? Okay. All right. That's why I hear. Let me say this about the comparison, which is the thief of joy. I do this all the time with my son, and I slap myself when I catch myself doing it. I look at my son, I'm like, he's better than me. And I mean, I keep telling y'all this, but this is verified. It's on film. I was insane when I was a young kid. All that Pop Warner youth level stuff, I'm getting recruited at the chili cheese Fritos snack stand. I can't get a tiki punch without an old man rubbing my shoulders. Hey, where you going to high school? I'm like, what? You know, this before all this NIL, before the internet, I just getting hollered at everywhere I went because I was good. My son's better. Here's the thing. When I start looking at him, the last thing I can say is project what he gonna be, right? Like, you can't project, oh, he going to the league. We know it's easier at this age to say, he probably can't go to the league versus who is going to go. So many things going to get in the way of that marathon, right? So you get it. However, don't you dare ever say, oh, well, I mean, somebody come up to me, well, your son better than you. Oh, well, he ain't never do this in high school. He ain't in high school. right. We comparing this dude to all-time greats and are forgetting how many, which is more, all-time greats that did not win a Super Bowl at 27. More all-time greats did not win a Super Bowl at 27 than did. And we got the nerve to sit up here and give him that standard because of his absurd talent. All I'm saying is, where are you in terms of this conversation? To me, he still got excuses. You want to know why? Because that's the way the ball bounced. Nobody gonna, remember all them dream teams we done seen? These perfect matchups and perfect lineups, and they got the best offense, and they got the best defense, they got the best coaching, they got the, Philadelphia comes to mind a couple times. How'd that turn out? You can't draw it up like that in football, expect it to go the way you drew it. That ain't how the game goes. So Lamar Jackson, for my money, is not out of excuses, especially when you reside in the Patrick Mahomes era, which is just like playing against Michael Jordan. Good luck, Hakeem. Good luck, Clyde. You know, better hope he retires and you get a couple. That's how the game goes. So y'all tell me, y'all beat it up. Is Lamar seriously out of excuses? Like, for real. I ain't talking like that candy-coated first take argument. I'm not talking that like just loud at the barbershop argument. I'm talking about you just really trying to have an intellectual conversation. A conversation where you can move the needle by your intelligence. Tell me, is Lamar Jackson out of excuses, right? And being real, this is a conversation not because he hasn't won. It's because we're seeing a different version of him in playoff football. We're seeing a different version of him when it matters most. I will agree to that. So, do you think Lamar Jackson seriously can play under pressure, right? or he ain't that guy when the season's on the line. Break it all down. Last question I'll ask you to beat up in the comments. What's he missing? To me, somebody brought this up to me yesterday. I didn't challenge it fully, but I thought about it like, They said Lamar Jackson, Marlon Wayans actually said this. I saw him working out yesterday. He said that Lamar Jackson looks like the player who doesn't meditate, have the same mental clarity as Patrick Mahomes. Well, that comes from experience, but that also comes from some of the practices. So maybe Patrick Mahomes is more into sports psychology. Patrick Mahomes grew up with a dad that played pro. Maybe he has some better anecdotes than Lamar Jackson. But there is something to what Marlon was saying of some people react and some people anticipate the reaction. So maybe Patrick Mahomes has been in it so long, been AFC Championship game 6 times in a row, to the point where he's already practiced those moments where Lamar was responding, reacting to those same moments. Tell me what you think of all of that.